And hello, everybody. Good to be here with you. Here for another Wake in Sales Monday. How are you? I want to share some ways you can up level your business. There's these 5 ways I want to talk about today to up level your world changing business. Because those of you that are those light leaders, those spiritual rock stars I always talk about, you're wanting to take it to the next level. So I'm going to give you some of those top ways to do that, and certainly all these are ones that I've utilized to up level my business as well and for my clients. So let's go ahead and dive in today. Uh, and some of these are just honestly, some of them are ones you've heard, but don't let that fool you. If you're wanting to up level your business and it hasn't happened yet, you haven't been able to up level it yet, you need to listen to them because what I'll share and the way I share it, number one, is repetition. Number two, I'm sure I'll say something that will resonate with you today or be a little different or a lot different than what you've heard before. It's going to help you to really awaken those sales, to really start seeing the impact that you want to see happening and allow yourself to go to the next level. So let's get into it. All right, so the first one is to up level your energy and mindset. To up level your energy and your mindset. So they kind of are sort of together. Um, with up leveling your energy, um, one of the mindset, and then I'll talk about some specific ways. There's a few specific ways. When I think about some of the people I work with, sometimes what has happened when people are stalling out on their sales or not growing as fast as they like is they are trying to do it with a chase mentality. So as long as I chase strong or long and hard enough, I'm destined to have new clients. I'm destined to hit the target. Well, sometimes when we chase, people just run. Sometimes when we chase, the results are ever elusive. Sometimes when we chase, we just get exhausted even if we do hit the target. So, what we want to do is to get out of a chase mindset and only allow ourselves to let it happen through us. Does that make sense? We're letting the what wants to happen through us. So if you're wanting 5 new clients by the end of the week or by the end of the month or whatever it is, you're like, okay, how do I get after it? Let me write a plan. I'm going to have a strategy. All those things are fine in terms of like having a plan, but if you're like in a chase after it, a lot of times it's going to either exhaust you, not hit the target, etc. So the easy way is to allow yourself to be in that connection. Slow down so you can listen, let the energy come in, up level your energy, up level your listening, and allow yourself to follow what you know to be true that's feeling resonant for you to take action on. That is in the direction of manifesting these new clients in the easiest and simplest way possible. I really feel like a lot of the marketing around how to get new clients and how to grow your purpose and all these things, they tend to be seem complicated because they're throwing all these. You could do one of these and one of those and one of, but if we can listen and listen to our own energy, our own guidance, and up level our energy by doing things that raise our vibration every day and up level our mindset every day, that's going to make a huge difference. So one way you can up level is just up level your your approach and your mindset by saying, hey, they're coming to me. You call them in energetically, right? So again, I told you some of these will be reminders. Some of you have heard this stuff, but you just call in your clients energetically, whoever the type of clients that you want. If you don't know who they are, that's another one we're going to cover. But if you have a sense of the type of ideal, perfect clients you want to serve or the people you want to serve, be calling them in energetically, and then just as you're listening, just get a sense of where you're supposed to go to serve these people. You want to be of service to them. That's the way they'll become clients, right? So how can I be of service to them? You might go, I mean, just I'm going to take a random one right now, but like let's say you get a sense of, oh, I'm going to go volunteer at a soup kitchen. I mean, it may be your perfect clients are hanging out there, or I'm going to, I'm going to, maybe it's something more direct, like I'm going to join Clubhouse now, or I'm not promoting anything here, by the way, in terms of like what's best for you. I'm just saying follow what you sense might be true and follow through on that, and watch the magic happen as you do that, and you're calling in your clients at the same time. It's very simple, but we often make things very difficult. The other thing is to have some consistency in your approach. So when you have a sense of a direction things want to go, is try to turn it into somewhat of a system that you consistently follow through on. So I'm going to be on Clubhouse every day doing X that leads to X amount of consultation offers, that leads to X amount of clients, right? So along those lines, if you get too in your head about it, you'll be dead. But if you play with it in your playful energy, you up level your energy around it, and you're just in abundance that hey, yeah, maybe this, maybe that, but you're feeling into it. It's like you're baking it inside your energy, like the way it could happen. Like, ooh, I don't know, maybe this way, maybe that way. You ever play a new game, like it could be a board game, it could be a sport, it could be, anything. At first, people could teach you all they want about how it works. I do this, do that, it'll work, but and sometimes it doesn't work. It seems like it's hard, and then you have to find your own way into it. Well, when I do this or that, now it works for me, right? So it's the same thing with business, the same thing with getting new sales. You have to find your own way sometimes. You have to find that energetic flow and connection for yourself to let it happen. And then having if you're up leveling your business is really, we're talking about really getting it going, and then up leveling, we're talking about expanding your mindset. So what's the grandest vision you could have for the impact you could make? And therefore, if you see like, oh, potentially even in 5 or 10 or 20 years, I could see myself doing this. If we imagine it all the way down, like backward planning, like tuning in, like into the flow of the energy. Therefore, what am I doing right now? What would be my next step right now? And taking a look at that, and then saying like, okay, that's what I need to do. Then that's my focus right now, and I'm building towards something amazing. Sometimes when we go to up level, it's okay to up level all at once if that's part of your deal. But sometimes it's like we need to take some of the smaller steps before we hit. I'm hitting millions. I'm reaching millions. I'm on Oprah. I've had the best-selling author book or whatever. And like I've done it all, and usually those things don't happen in a month or two or 6 months. Not usually. And so we're building and building, building until whatever great big things want to happen through you are happening. So, you know, so up leveling your mindset is sometimes not trying to just push it out there and make something happen, contrary to popular belief. Sometimes we want to slow it down and take mindful, easy, simple, and effective steps that will feel right and good for us right now, and let it unfold, and let the next step unfold, and let things unfold more naturally than always trying to just make something happen all the time. Okay, not that there isn't a place for that energy, but we can overdo it and exhaust ourselves. So I could go on and on, right? We could do a whole course on energy and mindset, but are you? And I'm going to talk more about it with some of the next steps as well, as far as the energy goes. So, and are you limiting yourself? You're saying, oh, I don't really want to be a millionaire. That's the last one I'm going to do. I don't really want to be a millionaire. I don't need to reach every person on the planet. I don't need it. Okay, great. I think that's a good balancing perspective. But you could be. Then again, you could be. And what if it was simple? What if it was easy? What if it was fun? What if it was just you're just doing it or have a great time? Again, I will say it again and again. Eckhart Tolle is having that sort of experience, from what I can tell, from everything I hear, not just from him talking, but from people I know that know him. He's just doing it the easy way, the fun way. He's not trying to control it. He's just doing what comes to him, more or less, from presence. That's his success. That's if you just take one thing away, that alone can be enough. Okay, the next thing we're going to get into, which is along these same lines, is to up level your alignment. So you up level your alignment. So do you really know who you are? If you're not being fully who you are, I'll say this again and again. If you're not really being who you are, you're not aligned, and you're not the frequency that your clients are looking for, right? So okay, I want to be a world changing leader, but I'm acting like someone is looking for a job. I mean, okay, nobody is going to see you as a world changing. You're not going to be a world changing leader coming from that frequency. Bottom line. So if you want to be a world changing leader, then you need to be in alignment with being that world changing leader by being you fully, by being in your leadership energy. There's so many of my clients, discover this about themselves. They're holding back on their leadership because they're still trying to fit in. They're trying to fit into, other people's ways of being and doing things. Well, now you're not a leader. You're a follower. You're part of the pack. So you don't want to be in the pack. Instead, you want to be a leader of what you're here to be a leader for. So you need increase. This is one of the many ways you can increase your alignment is by saying, I'm not meant to fit in. I don't want to keep trying to belong or fit in. Like those are wounds a lot of us have. You'll fit in and you'll have that sense of belonging when you up level your alignment. You're being fully yourself, and now you're leading the way, and people are following you. Following isn't bad. We're all going to follow certain people, right? But if we're only following all the time, we hope to be leaders. I mean, it doesn't work that way. You have to actually lead. You have to lead by showing up and sharing your great, awesome sauce in the world, being all of yourself, and then you'll start to see new results. So when you up level your alignment with who you really are, it makes a huge difference. I mean, one of the big things I see often is that people with the elementals, right? So we got water, air, fire, maybe steel or earth. I mean, there's all these different elementals, right? So the ones that I find most light leaders are weak in is like steel for sure, and then sometimes fire for sure too. Oh, I'm fine with the water and the air though, and then you're not being the full signal of who you are. So you need to, and I've done that at times. Sometimes I've let go of my steel and fire, and that's become an issue. So you got to increase your steel energy. What does that mean? That you got the bottom liner energy. Just imagine yourself being steel. That you're clear, you're firm. The fire, the passion, the desire to help. Like building those up and allowing those in an enlightened way. Sometimes I have done that. I burned out. Yeah, because you weren't being yourself and you were pushing the energy, right? So it's a matter of the balance of all of it, but we've suppressed it, we've made that energy wrong, or we just, we felt wounded that we couldn't, really let that out for whatever reason. So we increase our alignment by being all of who we are, and embody all of the energy that we have to share, and then we can give more of ourselves because there's energy frequencies and information and expertise and skills and gifts within all these different energies. So we have to let more of it come out to play in order for us to see the kind of full results that we're looking for in our business. So that there are so many ways of needing to align. We need to align to our higher spiritual gifts. That can be part of it. We need to align to our practical gifts. Maybe we're really good with technology, but we're acting like we're no good at it, or something. I mean, it's possible, right? That we're neglecting certain gifts, certain things that we could be bringing as strengths. We've made them wrong. Spiritual gifts. Wow. Well, no one will take me seriously. Oh, technical gifts. Well, no, I'm being more spiritual now, so I'm gonna let go of my technical side. Like you gotta embrace all yourself. So increasing your alignment can help you to see more value that you have to share with people. So that can be huge, is to up level your alignment so that you can really up level the level of value that you can see within yourself and then share with others. I mean, to give you an example, for me is sometimes I've diminished my sense is doing like things like copywriting or things like that. Like it's not my full-time job in a way, right? I mean, it's not my number one thing all the time, but it's something I can be very, very good at. So the more I'm willing to play in all the ponds that I meant to, in the dose and amounts that I meant to, the more value I can bring, and it's really incredible, right? So see what those things are that you've been resisting, where you can bring more value and increase your alignment. The next thing is number three. Like I said, there's five we'll go through. Number three is up level your tribe. That can be a way to up level. So perhaps you're working with a tribe or types of clients you're focused on that are maybe tire kicker tribe, or people that really aren't that interested in big change, but they just want some information. They want to read a book or whatnot, and you're wanting to work with them one to one. So they're just not at the level that they need to be to get on board with your deeper offerings. So you want to make sure you're up leveling your tribe, or maybe you used to work with people who used to have certain sorts of problems where they're in victim or in a victim mode and used to help them move through victim mode. But now you're sick of that. You're burned out on that. Now you need to up level to those that have similar problems, perhaps, but are more empowered, right? Or maybe you used to work with people that are more empowered, but they're kind of still wounded and victimy, and now you need to work with people who are pretty self-actualized, but they're missing certain elements, certain aspects in their life, maybe in any area, or spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or in a certain area of life. Whatever you do, you all do different things. So up leveling that tribe, or deciding you want to work with higher income earners, not because you can't make a huge amount of money and impact working with everybody else, but because it calls to you as a soul. Like, I really feel myself working with famous and wealthy people, so I'm going to start. It really feels true for me right now. It's really true, and so I really want to up level. And you've been scared of it, though. You have been wondering if you're capable because you're not so wealthy or famous. So, but you can serve the wealthy and famous all the same. I was just talking to somebody about this again today. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. You can help anybody because you can. It just is the truth. So who is just the tribe that's calling to you that feels almost irreducibly true, or you keeps coming to you like every day almost. You get this sense, like, or every week, like, I think I'm supposed to be working with these people, and you keep wondering, well, maybe not. And then, like, keeps coming to you, though. That's a hint. That's probably your tribe. Maybe you just need a little bit of help in claiming that tribe, or you just need to double down on your own. Sometimes it's hard to claim it for ourselves, but the truth is just to get over it, so to speak. Start doing what you can to serve that tribe in smaller ways, maybe at first, and start seeing how you can help that tribe, and then let them become clients. Let them become clients. So there's so many different ways that you can do that, but you need to, whether it's doing things like I do. I have a podcast, for example, so I can serve anybody by having them be a guest on my show. Or you can offer to promote, somebody, or help them with resources or whatever. There's so many ways you can help people without them becoming clients, and that can lead to people in that tribe becoming your clients as you start hanging out with that tribe, right? So that's definitely another way is to up level your tribe, and you'll have an up level what offer for them, some up leveled offer. So that's the fourth one. Up level your offer. So how can you up level your offer? Well, the typical ways are, to up level your one to one. You can charge more. You can offer more sessions, or you finally offer a signature program. Develop that signature program. So you can have that, or you can start doing, of course, groups, all the things we've heard of before, right? So, but are you doing high ticket groups, or you always make the groups like really affordable and you don't need to? You could really be doing high level groups, but you're, again, going back to the earlier ones, you're not allowing your mindset to be strong enough to allow that to happen. One of the reasons why people hold back on up leveling their offerings in terms of price is because the usual concept is no one will be able to afford it, right? Oh, nobody could afford that, and that gets back to the mindset one. That's just absolutely not true. No matter what offer I have at any given time, I do hear some people say they can't afford it. Okay, or it's not in their budget or something like that. But the majority of the people I contact when I'm on an offer and I'm starting to offer something new, no matter what the offer is that's not usually what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, well, either they're joining right away, of course, or if they're not joining, it's not so much because of not always because of the money. It's because it's some other reason, right? So, but it could, but my point is the majority of the people I talk to have the money because I'm of the mindset I'm attracting the right people that have the money to invest. So if you have the mindset that I'm talking to people who are able to easily afford this, are able to afford working with me, or are ready to invest, or all of it, then you'll attract those people. It's the inner reflects the outer. It happens no other way. It happens no other way. If you're aligned inwardly, it will show up. Now, will it happen instantly? Maybe not. But you have to continue to plant the seeds within so that it shows up in your life. And it always works. And sometimes if you've been trying to slog along on your own, maybe it seems like it's taking forever. The shortcut is to maybe hire somebody to help you, perhaps, and maybe not. But what it happens is like sometimes we just give up. We give up way too early. So we have to realize, yes, I can help the wealthy and rich if that your thing. I can charge more, and anybody could afford it. I don't have to say it's for the wealthy and rich because I don't think other people could possibly afford it. That's just not true in most cases. So no, just to realize, no, I can, and I have to stop saying people can't afford it. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to attract that. COVID threw that kind of idea around for some people, not me, but oh, people can't afford it right now. COVID. I didn't have anybody coming and say COVID's going on. I can't afford anything. No one came to me has come to me during this time saying that. No one. So that's because my mindset isn't there. I'm not focused on that. So I'm focused on abundance. I'm focused on there's opportunities and there's there now. And your mindset will attract that. So again, it comes back to mindset and energy always. You know that. That's always number one. But you can up level your offering. You know, think about like this one quick hack for your mindset. Like think about your work. Most people I talk to say what they have to offer is priceless, right? When they're really, what, for the right person that's priceless. Okay, great. So what if you charge millions for it? It still would be below the value, right? If it's priceless. Okay, what if you charge hundreds of thousands? Wow, now it's way below, right? I mean, really, when you really look at it, what if you charge tens of thousands of dollars? Okay, well, wow, maybe it's a bargain even, right? So like, and then whatever price you're going to charge, that's not that much, seeing as it's priceless, right? There's no amount of money that you could say like, oh, well, that represents what it's worth. It's priceless. So, there's is not a significant, not a specific price, is what I'm trying to say. That is like, oh, just off the cuff, that's too much. No, it's your alignment. If you're aligned, it gets back to that other key. If you up level your alignment with your offer, it's going to land and it's going to sell. Okay, the next thing is up level your support. So this is, at the basic level is up leveling your own self care, your own self support, right? If you don't have energy, if you're not enthused by what you're doing, if you have like little or no motivation lately, because maybe you're burnt out and even just trying, you've been taking courses, trying all this different stuff, nothing seems to be working, and you're just burning out. Like sometimes we need to up level just taking care of ourselves and take a step back from all the doing and start bringing more breath and more being in and deepen our listening, right? Deepen our listening and start doing the yoga, the meditations, or whatever it is for you, but start taking better care of yourself and doing more of the inner work that just seems like the right inner work for you, right? You can sit there and slog at it and be a warrior on working on yourself and exhaust yourself that way too, right? So we can go crazy with any of it. But just nurturing yourself, loving yourself as you are, and then just working with some of these feelings and thoughts that come to you that feel wonky. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I want to release that. I want to shift that and be doing that work. So make sure the inner work, as they always say, is true, is always primary. You want to make sure you're doing that. How else can you up level your support? You could hire people to help you in your business. If you keep doing all these, technical things that take you forever or you hate doing, and there's no two ways about it. You really don't like doing it. It's just not your thing to do. Then why don't you hire somebody? You will get way farther ahead. That's one of the universal truths I see for people. As long as they're getting everything else aligned, always pays off. It always pays off. When you hire people, it always pays off. And again, as long as you get everything else aligned, it always pays off 1,000%. Because the amount you'll be, investing in a VA or, whatever, those type of people, virtual assistants and whatnot, people that help you online, that's usually what the type of team we need, or whatever it might be. it's going to help you to make more money because now you're more available to do your high leverage offerings out in the world. That is what gets the bills paid, so to speak, and has you thriving. Okay, so or it could be that you need, maybe you need more vibrational help. So you're going to finally hire one of these high vibrational healers that's going to help you with your money mindset and your energy. Or you could hire somebody that just seems like the right coach for you in any area of your life. Maybe you need some help in your relationships, your health, or some other area of your life that's going to help you with your business. Or a business coach, someone that's going to help you in that area. So getting a team or just even masterminding with those that are at your level or higher, mastermind with those that are you're at your level or higher in business, a true like mastermind or some kind of way like that where you can support each other is brilliant. You could also up level your support by doing things like partnering with people to create something, sharing each other's audiences with each other. Sometimes, we call it joint venture partnering, right? So, okay, we're going to swap calls with each other's lists or whatever. There's so many different ways to do it. Maybe I could up level my support that way. There's so many ways to up level your support. It's a matter of dialing in always what is right for me. What's the right support for me right now? Letting your guidance share that with you. All right, let your guidance share that with you. Okay, so wow, there's time flies when we're having fun. So many things to share. If you're looking to uplevel your support and you would love to see about maybe getting some support from me, feel free to reach out to me. Happy to talk to you about that. If you have any questions about anything I shared today, feel free to either DM me or put it in the comments below. And I'm just grateful to share with you. Be the invincible love you are and start just helping people and start making great offers from that space and place and watch the sales go through the roof. Okay. All right. Much love to everybody. Many blessings, much prosperity, and many sales. Okay. Much love. Goodbye for now.